Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one I got a Michigan football video. Gonna be going over a lot, including Mike Sainristil and his move to cornerback in the defensive back position. Also gonna be going over Michigan football recruiting a little bit, just on some offers made from Michigan to recruits, and also talking about Cade McNamara and the JJ McCarthy quarterback battle. Gonna be talking about all that in this video, so make sure you guys are subscribed if you are new, and make sure you guys watch the whole entire video to stay caught up on the latest news and updates around Michigan football. And other than that, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so we're going to start with the quarterback battle and talking about Cade McNamara, what he said to the media. We all know that JJ McCarthy right now is going through something with his shoulder, but he should be all good to go. He's just limited at practice right now. So when asked about the quarterback battle in the offseason, Cade McNamara responded with, I'm a Big Ten championship winning starting quarterback, and that's how I see it. He also said that I know what it takes, what a team has to look like. He also said, I know what I have to do in order for us to do that. I know the level I think we have to be executing in, and also really the critical moments we have to execute in. So Cade McNamara very confident in this quarterback battle. I'm sure he feels that he has the experience needed, a lot more experience than JJ McCarthy, and he knows what it takes as a starting quarterback here at Michigan to do, win the Big Ten, beat Ohio State, go to the college football playoffs. However, now you got a sophomore quarterback, a youngster, JJ McCarthy, who has talent just beyond what Cade McNamara could do, and you can see it in his play. However, is he ready to take that role? We will see. But if I were to tell Jim Harbaugh, obviously anybody who, if they would want to tell Jim Harbaugh something about making this decision, just choose the best available quarterback that's going to lead us to the college football playoffs again this season. And hey, if that's Cade McNamara, then I'm perfectly fine with that, because both of these quarterbacks are very good quarterbacks, and it should be fun to talk about in the offseason about these two great quarterbacks fighting for the starting position at the quarterback role. So as far as what Jim Harbaugh had to say, obviously after the Orange Bowl, he said, we know we have two great quarterbacks and we make no apologies for that. He also pretty much said on the lines of, the position is not anybody's yet, and there's no prediction or anything. It's just whoever is playing the best at that time, and the position is obviously wide open for anybody to take, because, it's going to be whoever the best quarterback is available at that time. So with that being said, now we're going to move to Mike Sainristil. Kind of a unique story. Mike Sainristil, obviously a wide receiver last season, literally, made some great catches actually. One in particular against Maryland, I remember, a great catch in the end zone from JJ McCarthy. He's 5'10", 185 pounds, and is now trying a new position on the defensive side. Now, Sainristil said he got a phone call from head coach Jim Harbaugh sometime in February, weeks before Michigan was set up to start spring practice, asking about a move to the secondary. Mike Sainristil had this to say. He said, Jim Harbaugh brought up the idea of potentially playing some defense, and I said, Coach, I'll do whatever for this team. You could put me at center. And Sainristil told reporters on Thursday that's how it went. Now, there is still, he is actually still listed as a wide receiver on the roster, and obviously we talked about it in our last video that, Jim Harbaugh said that he could be a two-way, maybe even a three-way player. Now, when Sainristil actually got to Michigan, he was asked which side of the ball he preferred playing, and Sainristil told him, I just told them I liked having the ball in my hands. He said, I like making plays. I've always been a get the ball, go make a play, go do what you do type of person. So with Brad Hawkins and Daxton Hill obviously gone now, trying to go to the NFL, there's obviously got to be people to step up, and also Vincent Gray out of the secondary. A lot of pieces lost for the defense, and maybe Sainristil can run one of those positions and succeed at it this season. Also, Michigan is very deep at the wide receiver position in recent years, so At wide receiver, we are perfectly fine, so maybe that is another reason why. So funny story as well in spring practice. Cade McNamara actually said to reporters that I threw my first interception of spring, obviously, to Mike Sainristil. McNamara said he's actually such an elusive player. He's so shifty that even when he's not in man coverage, his ability to play zone coverage, because he's had the offensive perspective, it makes him a really good zone coverage player too. And Sainristil on it, he said, it came and I picked it off. He said, jumped the route and took it back. So that's a pretty cool story there. And Mike Sainristil going from catching balls from Cade McNamara to picking balls off on Cade McNamara. Pretty funny. And hey, I mean, if he's good at it, I'm fine with it. It would be really cool to see him at wide receiver a little bit too, and playing in the secondary. So he's got a lot of options this season, but he said he would do whatever Jim Harbaugh wants him to do for the team. And hey, that's a team player, and I totally respect that from him. So now moving on, pretty much a lot of those news about spring practice in Michigan football out of the way of the players. Now we're going to be talking about recruiting and the offers Michigan has made recently. I'm going to start with 2023 recruits. So we're going to start with a recruit from Texas, Trey Williams, a 3-star, number 540 overall, number 42 edge. And he was offered by Mike Elston, putting up 129 tackles, 24.5 tackles for loss, and 11 sacks during his junior season. We offered him on March 2nd. Then on March 9th, we offered Elijah Page, 3-star, number 496 overall, number 40 offensive tackle. And then moving on to 2024 recruits, on March 3rd, we offered IMG Academy from Florida, David Stone, 5-star, number 21 overall, number 3 defensive lineman. So that's very cool. However, right now, Oklahoma has 3 of the crystal ball predictions for him so far. Moving on, another one on March 3rd that we offered from Arizona, Elijah Rushing, 4-star, number 45 overall, number 3 edge prospect. He actually, pretty sure he has a crystal ball prediction from Oregon. And then moving on, also on March 3rd that we offered from Pennsylvania, Peter Jones, an unranked offensive tackle. Then we offered on March 4th from Utah, Blake Tabaraki, unranked linebacker. And then also on March 4th from Maryland, Ernest Willard Jr., unranked edge. And then on March 6th, Chattanooga Christian High School from Tennessee, Boo Carter, an also unranked athlete. From March 7th, we offered from Ohio, Tavion Galloway, an unranked tight end. On March 9th, St. Louis University, Montana, Ryan Wingo, 5-star, number 3 overall, number 1 wide receiver in the class. And then also on March 9th, from California, Jordan Anderson, an unranked wide receiver, we offered him. And then also on March 9th, from South Carolina, Cam Pringle, an unranked offensive tackle. And those are all the offers Michigan football has made from March 1st through the 10th. I got all this information from Mason Brew, so shout out to Mason Brew. Got all of those from him or from them. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about around Michigan football. I wish I could make a bigger video on Michigan football recruiting. There's just not a whole lot going on around Michigan football recruiting. Obviously, when there is news, I will definitely make a video on it, like big news if somebody commits or something like that, or just something big around Michigan football. Obviously, I always try and get those videos out to you as quickly as possible. So if you guys are new around here, I'd really appreciate it if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, man, it's just been a fun journey to 1,000, and hopefully we can get there soon. But yeah, thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed and supported me. And other than that, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Now, tomorrow is Selection Sunday for the NCAA tournament. Obviously, Michigan basketball on the bubble right now. Right now, I'm pretty sure Lunardi projected them as last 4 in right now. And then yesterday, we were just in the last, one of the last teams for the last 4 byes, which means we wouldn't have to play in the first 4. But we'll see what happens with Michigan basketball. Pretty sure we will get in. I think the worst possible case scenario for Michigan basketball is in getting in the first four, which is perfectly fine. UCLA made a run in the first four. We'll see what happens, though. Just excited to see this team go in the NCAA tournament regardless of that loss against Indiana. But yeah, so probably make a video tomorrow or Monday about the NCAA tournament bracket and what region Michigan's in and all that, so watch out for that one if you follow Michigan basketball. And if you don't watch my Michigan basketball videos, hey, you can always, try them out, see how they are, and maybe you guys could like them and watch those videos as well. But other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. That is my plan for the next coming days, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.